loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. Mr. Luther Ingram. Hope you enjoy. If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right. If being right is being without you, I'd rather live a wrongdoing. Your mama and daddy say it's a shame, it's a downright disgrace. As long as I got you by my side, I don't care what your people say. Your friends tell you it's your future, loving a man, man. If I can't see you when I want, I see you when I can. If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right. If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right. Am I wrong to fall so deeply in love with you, knowing I got a wife and 2 little children depending on me too? Am I wrong to hunger for the gentleness of the touch, knowing I got someone else at home who needs me just as much? Am you wrong to give your love to a married man? Am I wrong for trying to hold on to the best thing I ever had? If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right. Am I wrong for trying to hold on to the best thing I ever had? If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right. If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right. I don't wanna be right. If it means being without you, I don't wanna be right. If it means sleeping at night, I don't want to be right. Loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. Bye. Hello everyone. Can you hear me now? Um, I'm hoping so. Please let me know if you can hear me or not. Um, as I was saying while I was clearly muted, I don't usually use Streamlabs. Sorry, StreamYards. But I am traveling at the moment, so I don't have my usual OBS setup. So clearly, there's going to be some technical difficulties here, but I think we are all good now. Um, so, what I was saying is, I'm very keen for July, and throughout July, not only are we going to obviously be doing quite a bit of Jorrun content, but we're going to start each Jorrun stream with a truly, truly awful cover provided by the one and only Jorrun. And we're going to finish each stream with an excellent cover provided by an excellent band. So that's just what we're going to do. So we're going to do the Jorrun Apology series, and tonight we're going to start with the prequel call. So just a little quick one tonight because it's quite late here over in Oz, and I believe for most of you it's the start of your day. So you know, you guys have shit to do, and I've got to sleep. So we're just going to do maybe an hour or an hour and a bit. So let me say hello to everyone for the second time now, unmuted, and then we're going to jump straight into it. So g'day to Spencer Silvera and the Time Machine and Gorilla Snatch Baby, who says getting it in early. This dude is fucked. G'day Asbury Brad, and thank you to Asbury Brad for tonight's stream up. G'day to Kathy Mack and Lorne's mum's camel toe, and the lamp. Sorry, the lamp that never got to shine on Lorne's dink. The frugal golf hack Thailand. Sorry, please. Polynomial purebred. Lorne Legstrong, and Dan. He's my man, and Cookie Whoopie Pie. And size of a beetle bug, and Lorne's mum's camel toe. Pussy Destroyer, Yehoza. Cool. I think I'll get everyone there. So as I said, we're going to start with the prequel call here. So I will get that all teed up. Let's start again.
On July 3, 2020, Westmost was contacted by Jorrun Comedy. Jorrun said he has
g'day, Bunny. Great to see you.
Just been catfished by a troll and he wanted West to help him deal with things. Westmost had been tipped off, and knew that Jorrun would be exposed as a predator. West did not know the extent of things until the following day. The call was recorded. Despite knowing what he had done, Jorrun acted like he had done nothing wrong. He refused to apologize for his behavior. Jorrun was dismissive and took it as a jealous troll. This would all change just 2 days later, when Mac and Cheese released the Google Drive. Jorrun would suddenly change his tune, and feel the need to apologize in an effort to save his channel. This was Friday, July 3, 2020.
And like this still amazes me that he would go to all this to, save his channel. Like I mean, please don't get me wrong. Like I really enjoy hanging out with you guys. I mean, to be completely honest, like that's the only reason I stream when I stream. Like it's fun to, have a bit of a laugh with all you guys and that. But at the end of the day, this is a very small niche community. Like fucking Jorrun acted like he was going to be the next Mr. Beast. Like he was like, when all this went down, he had to go into action and make an apology call, apology, fucking video or whatever. Like not only to save his channel, because I mean, think of all the millions he was going to lose, but also like, who gives a fuck? Like you fucked up, you've sexually harassed people, you've been a piece of shit. Just fuck off. Like delete your channel, go away. There is no need for all of this bullshit. Like we don't care.
So, and g'day to Heisenberg White, who wants me to say Ghislaine Maxwell, the same way I pronounce g'day, mate. Please, it's for science. So, Ghislaine Maxwell, is that what you wanted? I hope that's what you wanted. And g'day to Sean McClure. Sorry, and that was the other thing that I was going to say. Like, why did he think this would work? Like, when he did the apology call, why did he think, like, we would all hear that? He'd be like, you know what, Jorrun, you really were a piece of shit, but, you know, you're clearly sorry. Come on back, mate. Come on. G'day, Lala, and generic Puerto Rican male.
Hey, bro.
What's up, bro?
I'm a fucking mess right now, kid.
All right, take a deep breath. I think you're overreacting. I don't know.
G'day, stumble, repent, repeat.
I think you're overreacting. I mean, I see what she wrote, but that's just.
Exactly right, Bunny. Sorry for sexually harassing everyone. Join me next week for Sex Tips with Dan. And that's exactly what he was basically planning on, because as we'll find out in these calls, he hasn't actually, deleted those videos. He's just privated them because, once all this stuff dies down, people are going to want to hear Sex Tips with Dan again.
That's just her opinion. What is she going to prove to people, that you guys had a flirty conversation?
I don't know, dude. First of all, I will say this. I'm glad I'm talking to you, because if there's anyone who's been through deeper shit and more shit, it's you.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I mean,
I'm glad.
I've never been through anything. I don't know what. Well, tell me what happened. Is this something that?
Yeah, I'll tell you everything.
Yeah.
So, what happens is, a little bit about me. You'd figure this out anyway if you didn't.
G'day, Billy the Kid, and here to party. Great to see you both.
I am the stereotypical sensitive artist.
Mm-hmm.
He is.
So I take things hard, perhaps too hard, worry too much, all that shit. So, start talking to this chick. Everything's fine. It's going to come out anyway.
And, Billy the Kid makes a good point. So please, while you're listening to these calls, guys, just remember, this is an alpha male. Like, I know the term alpha male gets thrown around, but this guy here, Jorrun, this guy's an alpha male. So if you've ever wondered what people mean when they say that, this is this. So listen to the way that he stands over Wes. Like, he's not going to cop any shit. He's not going to back down. He is going to state his point very clearly, and Wes is going to be the one that submits. Just watch.
I'm kinky.
Okay.
I'm very kinky. So there you go. We all have our fetishes. Ha 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 ha.
Okay, but I mean, I had a Muse call me out for being involved in BDSM. That wasn't something people knew about. And if anything, that just made my DMs light up more. So again, I
Cool.
think you're if that's all that happened. I mean, saying that this adult man is kinky, how is that going to harm you? I think you're overreacting.
Yeah. Well, let me just give you the breakdown. If you still think so, I will definitely respect that. Anyway.
G'day, prolific chatter. You're quite a prolific chatter there. And g'day to Primitive Blue Goo, who says, I don't get why the lawn community put up with this guy for so long. Now, look, as someone that didn't actually notice Jorrun in the community, apart from like a few really weird comments in chats, like I never actually found his channel while it was going, which I really feel is a good a real shame now. But I think he was put up with for so long because no one really was that aware of him. Like, apart from the weird comments and the sexual harassing comments, like his content wasn't really that well known because it was fucking weird. Like it's weird shit. Like this is weird shit. Like it's only funny in retrospect. And it's it's pretty weird shit, man.
So everything's going great. She's sending me this pic, that pic. No pics of her face. I'm like, I really want to talk and hear your voice. Doesn't want to do it. Really want to do video. Doesn't want to do that. There's kind of a warning thing to me. I heard what you said, but I'm like, eh. So
What?
she gets me to get, what's that?
What do you mean you heard what I said?
Well, about what you said
Good morning, Alison Marie Armstrong.
about, don't push her and stuff. Let her
Yeah.
be comfortable and stuff. I'm like, I don't know. I just felt my antenna was going up. I'm like, why doesn't she want to do it? Is she hiding something?
So
Now, of course,
bear in mind his antenna was going up as to why she wanted to do this, but not a great deal of time from his antenna being up, he would be sending his O face and very unflattering pictures of his penis. So the antenna went down pretty quick.
I'm been so paranoid about trolls. And you said it wouldn't be a troll. I'm sorry. I have to get a little angry.
Hold on. I said
What?
what?
So that is him getting angry. Him saying, and you said it wouldn't be a troll. That is Jorrun getting angry. This dude is just all alpha energy.
You said it definitely wouldn't be a troll, this woman. Meanwhile,
Whoa.
she is the king, queen.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, this person apparently just got my trust so they could hit me with this big message at the end.
Hmm.
Okay, so let me recap it for you.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is you talked with this girl.
Yeah.
She sent you pictures.
Yeah.
To get your trust.
Yeah.
And then
G'day, father, son.
you told her that you were kinky
Father,
or
son.
whatever.
Yeah.
Which, big fucking deal. You're a grown man, and she's a grown woman. Clearly not 13 or 14 or anything, right?
Claim to be 28.
What?
Claim to be 28.
Okay, so told you that they were of legal age.
Like, why does he point that out? Like, claim to be 28. Like, does he want to throw it out there that hey, it could have been a kid? Like I really don't know. It's like the reverse of what all the people did on To Catch a Predator. Like, will claim to be 13. Like, it's weird. It's like you're a weird dude, Jorrun. G'day, freaky gyrations.
So fucking what?
Yeah.
Well, Kelly Slimebucket Witch Lady, always a pleasure to see you.
Well,
and as far as and I just want to say, as far as me saying that it wasn't going to be a troll, you understand I'm not actually Negro Damas. I can't tell the future. But what I was saying is, you can't look at everything at like it's a troll. But of course, there are still rules and you have to be careful and everything. What I was saying though was to back off and not push things too fast, too far, too early, because everything should go in a natural progression. Within 3 or 4 days of talking, then you initiate phone contact. But giving out a phone number or email or anything like that to someone in this day and age, someone can look up that phone number and track you that way.
And that's exactly right, Bunny. Like, he has claimed to be on the internet for this long, but, when Wes fucks with him and says, basically join Twitter and everyone's going to want to see your dick and everyone's going to send you breeds, like why does he think that's the case? Like, he's a pretty old dude. He's been around. Like, why does he think that would be like he just joined Twitter and all these chicks are like, holy fuck, man, show me your dick. Let's get that thing out. Here's my tits. Like what? Why does he think that that's the case?
So people are leery about shit like that. So I completely understand why someone would be uncomfortable wanting to hop on a phone right now, especially, and look at it this way, someone's sending you nudes first, right? Then then they're gonna give you a phone number or some way to contact them. Now you could connect that to that person, and then you have something to hold over their head. So it's
gotcha.
Completely natural. I know you said you were worried about trolls, but think about what she's worried about, and she said that someone had exposed her before or something like that. So she's going to be just as leery. So But yeah, so yeah, do I think? I mean, if that's all that happened, I don't think that you have anything to worry about. She's gonna tell people that hey, this grown man talked to me, a grown woman, sexually after I sent him nude pictures of me. Let's jump on them.
My thought process is this. Let me just get this out, please.
Oh, this would be good.
All my worries and what's stressing me.
That's what I've always wondered. I've always wondered what his thought process was. So this is going to be great.
I was already going nuts from trolls and how much they're fucking impersonating me and doing stuff. Now what's going to happen is every time, and yeah, again, this is why I started off by saying I'm a sensitive artist. This is how stuff affects me.
What?
I am going to, that's why I preface this conversation by saying I'm a sensitive artist and how stuff affects me.
Mm.
But from now on, every time I put up a new video, I'm going to be looking fearfully in the comments for bullshit. I'm afraid if I do a stream, it's going to be constantly trolls popping in. I'm afraid if I visit a friend's stream and someone is going to go there and go, this guy is bad to women, which, by the way, I didn't say anything that was non-consensual within the kinkiness. I didn't force her. You know, this guy, my dicks were very unflattering, unlike yours.
But see, you know what, Jorrun? If you were concerned about going into a stream and people saying, you know, this guy's a sex pest, like, that's on you. Like, you have done something to like, no one else in the community would be thinking, oh, you know, geez, I really want to go jump into the chat of, say, you know, the Great Batsby, but people might say, you know, whoa, Cornville Freeway, you're a fucking sex pest. Like, people say that because you are a sex pest.
Wait, hold on, what?
The dick pics I sent of her weren't great.
Oh, you sent? Well, just say that's not your dick, dude.
Say it wasn't you.
Okay.
That's the worst of it. You sent
much sense.
You sent some dick pics, you know.
And how does he even know what Wes's dick looks like? So, like, when he's like, you know, my dick was unflattering, unlike yours, how does he know that? Like, why is he just gone, Wes is a black man? Like, he obviously has a massive cock.
Okay.
I am just, I sent you the whole thing. So right above that was the pic of what looked to be a woman with the dick coming out. And I was
out of her pussy? Like she was having sex with some dude?
No, female.
What?
Yes. Yes. And I'm like, okay, the first picture you sent me was the one with the dress pulled up and that was not pussy.
And there was
then suddenly this last pic, it's breast and a cock. And she's just like, I'm going to warn all the women about you. You can't prey on them, which, again, everything was consensual. You know, there was no rape talk or any shit or whatever. But,
missed the point.
I don't know, dude. I just worry. This person seems to have way too much time and just wants to do some sort of full-time thing to destroy my rep. Like, how can I even be myself? How can I even go to a stream and flirt with all the girls like I just normally do? How can I trust anyone new? Every time I see a new name, I'm going to go, is that a fucking troll?
Well, is there any girl
G'day, Shins.
that you, like, spurned or anything that would have a reason to...
No.
Someone that's jealous because you're showing attention to someone else or anything like that?
Wes, I pride myself on being a good person, follow the golden rule. I'm not perfect. You know, obviously I love really beating up on Lauren, but I try to be nice to everyone. I try to be respectful to everyone. I have had, up until recently, this past month, it's been rare people even, like, insult me. I had one or two people, like, insulting my talent level, block them. And, but this is fucking weird.
And so, and I just want to, the worst thing you sent some,
G'day, Blaze Runner.
Can you identify anything in the background of the pictures? Are there, you know, like,
No.
no diploma on the wall or anything like that where they'd be able to...
No.
Okay, so you didn't send anything like that. You sent what, like one dick pic, two
G'day, Winnie Syllables and
dick
Duchess.
pics?
A couple dick pics with her name on it, not mine. Stuff where it couldn't even really be identified per se as my body, now that I think of it. Definitely didn't tell her what state I was in, didn't get my phone number, didn't get my address.
Okay.
So I got that going
And
for
no,
me.
no tattoos, no face, no nothing like that, right?
I did send her one face pic. She wanted to see my O face.
Oh.
That's exactly right, Kelly. You know, an alpha flirts 24/7. There are no breaks. When you're an alpha, you're an alpha.
But, yeah.
I mean, dude, that was like the first thing I said.
What?
Don't send a face picture. You can't do that.
She already knows what I look like. She's seen my
Yeah,
video.
well, that's one thing. But now, I mean, you have to remember, dude, my whole thing is built on receipts.
Yeah.
If this person is able to show receipts of this conversation and your face is in there.
And that's exactly right, Winnie Syllables. The ballpoint pen ballpoint pen is crazy. Like that shit would hurt. Like I mean, to be honest, I think it's pretty crazy to write, you know, a name on your dick and send it to someone. But if you're gonna do that, like Sharpie, like I mean, like don't even think that needs to be taught. Like I think that's like one of the things. Like as a dude, you just know you don't use a ballpoint pen.
That's irrefutable. That's not someone pretending to be you or someone creating. And it's not the picture from your profile, right?
No.
No.
I'm fucking finished, dude. And you know what? That was what she kept pushing for, and as soon as she got it, boom.
So all this happened. When was this going on? Because you didn't mention.
Did you not know that, Ellison? He wrote Mac and Cheese's name on his penis with a ballpoint pen. Well, I mean, he wrote M plus C because the canvas wasn't big enough to fit Mac and Cheese.
Any of that she was pushing for, like really pushing for face stuff, and I wish you would have said something about that. That picture changes everything, though.
I thought that was nothing. I thought that was nothing compared to the fucking dick pic.
Well, a dick is a dick. You know, how do you prove that that's your dick? But your dick being above your face in the same conversation.
It's over for me, Wes, isn't it?
I mean, how do you define over?
I don't know. I mean, this person, God, I hope it's not Google Deals. This person has just got such a fucking vendetta. Unlimited time. Keeps popping up. New account. YouTube doesn't block fucking IPs, so blocking a million accounts does nothing. 2 seconds later, Vince or whoever the fuck comes back with another stupid one. Now they're coming after me on Twitter. What next? Discord? Where will I go? What can I even do?
Where will I go? Like,
well,
like you don't have to be like you don't have to stream. Like you're acting like, you know, everyone needs to stream. So what platform am I going to use? Like, I don't think people really enjoyed your streaming, to be fair.
Post my info.
And that's the problem. I mean, I know from the multiple times I've been threatened for using receipts. I mean, there's no expectation of privacy in a two-way conversation. So yeah, they can be shared. Luckily, your penis can't, though. That would be considered like revenge porn.
Mm.
Well, what I'm saying is, like on YouTube, they wouldn't be able to do that. Would they be able to send it to other people as a warning? That's
Yes.
not considered revenge porn.
Oh, great.
It's like a warning from his dick.
Great. What the fuck am I going to do?
Because Muse
Just
sent my
Go away.
dick to lots of people, and that was not an issue because she said that she was trying to warn people because I was a trafficker. But if she would have put it in that video or showed it during that stream, then I would have been able to get her for a revenge porn. It has to be done with malicious intent to like embarrass or harm. Oh, I wish she would have. I wish she would have mentioned that she was pushing. I mean, if I would have known she was pushing for, what she just kept saying, "I want a picture of your face."
Yeah.
And that's
what she kept saying.
That didn't seem.
You really should have told him that, Shins. You really should have told him how much his content meant to you, and that it got you through some pretty tough times. Oh, I think that would have meant a lot to him. G'day in the pushy to the left.
Weird to you?
No. The dick seemed far more. I'm like, it'll be me with a silly expression on
I mean,
my
dude, we
face.
had
Who
this.
cares?
We had this same conversation beforehand, though. Don't show your face because a dick is a dick, and you can always say that's not my dick. That's not my dick.
I was absolutely not.
Prove that's my
Right,
dick.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow. I was thinking so of what was intimate and what was private.
No,
I
and
absolutely
you also,
did not get that.
you also don't want to send that to where, think of the TCAP stuff. They would ask them for a cheeseburger in the same conversation where they're talking about sex so they can prove it was the same person.
G'day,
So they
Pate
can't
Master.
later say, that wasn't me. Oh, but you happen to show up with a cheeseburger or you happen to bring Mike's Hard Lemonade. That's why they would ask for something like that. So if you're being asked for she just said, I want a picture of your face, like, send me a smiling selfie, or was she more specific?
She said specifically, I want to see your O face. And actually at one point she says, I want to see video. I'm like, you're not giving me video. I'm definitely not. She wanted a video of fucking me jacking off and my face. I did so.
Wait, so you were jacking off?
No, not on camera.
No.
I'm saying you sent her pictures of you. What pictures did you send? Because you left out the face thing in the beginning.
Okay.
What pictures? Be honest. What did you send her?
Yeah. A couple pictures of me, a couple pictures of my dick, before and after jerking off.
Why after? Why? If anyone ever asks you for a picture of it after, they don't have your best intentions at heart.
A pic of my legs.
No one wants to fucking
and
see it
a pic
after.
of my face. I think that's everything.
I mean, if it wasn't for the face, I think you'd be fine. But with that face in there, and I'm looking at what she, do I still call her she? I don't even know at this point.
Yeah.
I'm looking at what she wrote, and I need to tell you something. There are a lot of women in the TCAP community that are broken and have suffered sexual assault in their past. I know that's true. This isn't the community.
I've heard those words from somewhere at some time. I don't remember who or when or what the circumstance was, but yeah, go ahead.
This isn't the community to prey upon women and flirt with them. I mean, so when you see what she wrote, do you think that maybe any of that's true?
To be 100% honest.
Yeah.
To be 100% honest, Wes, man to man, I don't prey on me.
Not praying. Do you think maybe some people are seeing the flirting as too much in this community?
I don't think.
Has anyone said anything to you? Well, the only thing I can think of is the response to that one video. I don't remember which one it was. Which one was it? Mm-hmm. You did it with mini syllables or kelpie. I can't remember.
Kelpie, yeah.
And I remember the reaction of that was pretty polarizing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
his good friend Kelpie, who went on to, turn their legitimate chat log into an apparent trolling attempt. Like, Such a great friend, Jorrun.
The one that had the most amount of thumbs down.
Yeah.
Although I don't believe there was any actual complaints.
G'day,
Well, I
Pee-wee's
mean,
burnt pizza.
the thumbs down would probably be the.
Honestly, I love that. It's like, got heaps of thumbs down. I don't remember any complaints. Like, that's the complaints, Jorrun. Like, why would you look at thumbs down and go, well, they haven't written this fucking sucks, dude. Like, so they must love it.
The complaint. People wouldn't want to leave a comment where you could identify that they were unhappy with it, you know?
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I was just chalking up to the theory that the Cornville Mafia had finally found me.
All right. In the pushy to the left. So a very quick rundown of Jorrun. So he was a content creator in the community. His content was fucking rubbish. Like he is more famous now. Like, well, not famous. Like has way more views now than he did when he was here. His content was mainly really weirdly sexual and really unfunny, even though he claimed to be a comedian. His music sucked ass. So he's most famous for basically just hitting on every single woman in the community, and making comments on videos to point out exactly the best views of someone's like tits bouncing. He's just a real piece of shit, and he got found out to be a piece of shit, and this is why we now have Jorrly.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
only a theory.
I don't see that happening.
And I don't know. I didn't think Vince was gonna find me, and here we are.
Well, yeah. So, I mean, in your mind, is this person really upset about what you're doing, or is this just an excuse?
I would say this. So I will credit myself with being very good at noticing people's reactions. I do flirt a lot with all the women. If someone is not into it, I stop. I notice carefully their reaction. First of all, because I don't want to even bother. Somebody like, obviously, I'm very good friends with Kel. Road is.
And what I love about Jorrun is the things he says, which he thinks are a good thing, are pretty shit. Like he's talking about, he's not going to, say anything that someone's not into, and if he just stopped talking there, that's great, Jorrun. Like if you feel like the person you're talking to isn't really digging what you're throwing down, is feeling uncomfortable, and you stop, amazing. So if you just shut your mouth then, that's pretty good. But you go on to say it's not because of, you want everyone to be comfortable, it's not because, you don't want to put people in the situation they want to be into. The reason you don't do that is you don't want to waste your fucking time. I mean, if these chicks aren't ready to, drop their panties, well, they ain't fucking wasting time. Plenty more fish in the sea.
He's very reciprocative, whatever the fuck that word is.
Receptive.
And reciprocative, whatever. Reciprocate.
Receptive. Someone who's
receptive and someone who
reciprocates.
Someone who reciprocates, in other words, gives it back.
I know what reciprocates. Yeah, I do reciprocal mailings every day.
Well, there you go. I just
there you go.
Yeah, so you're looking for so as far as you know, all the women that you flirt with are receptive to it and they're fine with it and they return it back.
Yes.
So then
I pay very close attention to that shit. I pride myself on that shit. I'm not interested for a few different reasons.
So that
I don't want anyone to be uncomfortable.
So that in your mind, this is more than likely just a bullshit excuse someone's using.
Pee-wee's burnt pizza. I really haven't gotten into the Cyrax rabbit hole. Like I don't really understand Cyrax too much. Like I've been going down the I've completely forgotten his name now. But yeah, I've been going into that rabbit hole a bit, but I might have to try to get into Cyrax.
It really sounds, I mean, when I tell you I'm shaking and I'm worried and stuff, I don't believe the quote-unquote accusation. That
Uh-huh.
is, that's somebody who's, you know, elevator doesn't go to the top floor.
Someone who's searching for a
So,
reason.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
And, I don't know, dude. I mean,
So what's
first of all,
your,
just seeing a dick there is unnerving enough. But
what's that?
then seeing the dick there was unnerving enough. That was enough. But then accusations, now I'm going to do all this thing and ruin your reputation.
Yes, Ellison, King Cobra, that's exactly who I was talking about. You read my mind. I've been going down the King Cobra rabbit hole a bit, and he's a bit of weird.
Like, what do I try to do? I mean, I try to make people laugh. I want to make people laugh, and I enjoy flirting. And money would be great. But that's it. I have no fucking weird-ass, you know, desires. I have no evil. I'm uncomplicated in that way. I like to entertain. I think like you like to be creative and come up with good quality stuff. You know, that's it. And I love it. I love the attention. I've made amazing friends.
Is Cobra another thing I say weird? Cobra, Lorne's mum's camel toe. How do Americans say Cobra? Like, oh, is it Cobra? Should I say Cobra?
I had incredible conversations, you being one of them, of people telling me like what my content means and how much they enjoy my content. And they think well of me as a person. So I don't want to lose that shit, but fuck.
Well, I mean, so that's what I'm saying. What is your move, though? Do you know, are you gonna do what I was gonna do on New Year's Eve and pack it in and be done, or do you just go forward and say fuck it? I mean, it's already
there.
It's already out there now. So, right? I mean, whoever she or Vince or whoever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Has your dick pics and face pic and how bad was the conversation?
I mean, you told me you're also into BDSM. It was pretty much just regular stuff. I like to be called master. I like to be served. I'm dominant. Da 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 da.
Are you a dom? Are you actually familiar with BDSM? And
yeah. I've been a dom/master for all years now.
Really? So I mean, like when I say you're actually like you studied and you know like you the whole contract and all.
I won't say I studied. I don't know Gorian rules or anything, and that way I guess.
G'day, Mandy.
I'm more of a freelance.
Freelance.
Okay.
Yes, I absolutely have women who have called themselves my slave and are master.
Okay, look, I am look, I am not I don't understand a lot of the BDSM scene, so I'm not claiming to be any kind of but isn't the whole point of the rules to make sure that everyone is consenting and everyone like isn't like BDSM without rules pretty much sexual assault? Like I don't understand why he can be like, oh yeah, I'm really into BDSM. Like I don't know if follow the rules or anything, but you know, fucking love being served.
And obey and
you're not that wouldn't be a dom, that's a master. So you're more master slave, not dom sub.
Yeah, I guess you could say.
Cool.
Okay.
I am not that. Like I said, I've never studied any rules, and I know I have met subs in the past who it's like, you know, here's the gigantic book of rules, and I'm like, I'm not interested in all these fucking rules.
Oh well,
but I know for some other people.
Your mum's my sub. Your mum is my sub /
That's their thing.
With the sub, the whole thing with the sub is that, you know, it's not just about being the submissive. It's what the dom brings to the table. You know, because the submission is earned.
Yes.
You know, so that like the master title and the dom title. I mean, you know this. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. But.
Oh no. Cross streams. In the pushy to the left. Feel free to make fun of Lorne. I mean, Lorne and Jorrun are pretty much the same thing. I mean, as Wes so rightly put it, like Jorrun is just lawn with internet access. He's city lawn.
Those are earned over time. So yeah, there like with my there was like a four page Google Doc of like a rules / contract, because it's a
You gotta
partnership.
protect yourself.
Well,
Especially
yeah, and that's the other thing, like with Muse, and the reason why her ex didn't go to jail for domestic violence is because they had a contract, and when you're it's not domestic violence if you're agreeing to be beat and asking for it if you don't do A, B, and C. But I mean, to get back to your thing, what is your plan? I mean, what do you do? Do you preemptively strike and you let people know that, look, this happened and you might hear this, but let me tell my side, or do you just?
What a good question. So when this first happened, half an hour ago, whatever the fuck it was, I'm like, that's it, I'm quitting, I'm done, everything's nuked, I want to go back to being a private citizen, I'm a sensitive introvert, I don't want to deal with any of this drama, I hate it. And then I was a little bit more like, all right, let me talk to people, let me get this out, let me get some cooler heads. And that makes me feel a little better. I do still feel shell-shocked. I do feel like I'm going to be scared and or freak out if I go to anybody's stream. I feel like now I have to have like one eye open.
Well, I mean,
I hate the idea of
I'm just honestly with the dick and face pic out there. I completely. If it were me, if it were me, I probably would. At least take a. Me personally, I would take a break. And because like with the Vince thing, that was something he was making up, and I had proof that it was a lie. All of it was a lie, and so I was able to do that.
G'day. Hardcore poetry.
But I don't know how to combat pictures of my dick and face. And I really don't. I don't know what to do in that situation. I don't really know.
Well, that's not words I was hoping to hear from you.
Well, I don't. I'm not experienced with this kind of thing. I mean, when Muse is showing off my dick pic, we were in a, quote unquote, in the early stages of what could have been a relationship, and she wanted to see my dick. And so she saw my dick, and so that's, and she's an adult and everything else. And when she was showing it to people, like, they wanted to talk to me. So I never brought it up. She brought it up in a couple of streams, so I talk about it when we're reviewing a stream or whatever, but it wasn't something that I talked. She almost like was trying to threaten me with it, as if she was 16 years old when I sent it to her and she was gonna put me on blast. But I really don't know how to handle that. And if this person, if it's Vince or whoever, dude, or Vince and his sister, who the fuck knows? But if they do start going and warning people in TCAP, that might cause some, just because it is a community built around, there are a lot of comments in chat, like especially during Clobber streams, where people are saying that they themselves were victimized at a younger age, and so laughing at Lorne or Dan Allen or any of these guys, it to them it's like getting a win against the person that they were
G'day, Mo Green.
vulnerable against before. So if someone's going around and saying, "Oh yeah, this guy's a predator," and let me show you, it could upset some people. It could make people just not want to hear your side. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if you want to preemptively strike, or just step back and wait for it to happen and be.
What do you mean by preemptively strike?
Well, because you really have two options. You have two options. You can either, ignore it and wait for something to come up, and then you're like, okay, well, yeah, but let me explain my side, or you come out first and say like, hey, you might hear, and I really don't know, I really don't know how that would work or what you would say, but basically let people know that they may hear or see something about you, and that you were misled, and you just kind of explain that you were misled by a person, and and it was all a guise just to like embarrass you or whatever, because then when their video comes out, it cheapens the whole it cheapens the whole thing. It's the difference between someone apologizing, coming out and saying, hey, back in 2009, I made some racist tweets and I did blackface, and I'm really sorry, but I've really learned my lesson in the past, or having it found out, and then you going, oh, man, I've really learned over these last 3 hours since these were found, and, one of those guys gets canceled, and the other guy gets to keep his, he keeps his job, and people accept that he learned a lesson because he preemptively apologized versus after the fact.
Yeah.
But do you really believe that this person is? I mean, it seems like they're pretty dedicated.
Yeah.
Do you think these people are? Do you think it's the same person?
I pray it's one person. I would hate to think it's a fucking team. And again, that mystifies me because, like I said, I'm nice to everyone. Like, in that conversation, I didn't do anything quote-unquote wrong. It was two consensual adults doing what they wanted to do. But the fact as a person is this kind of, like, hatred and obsession. I mean, yesterday when Chef, who was my best friend, he knew I wasn't going to be there to stream. He's like, are you in my stream? I'm like, no, I'm in an open mic right now running the sound. I'm going up to the stage pretty soon. He's just like, someone is here, and he sent me that, and it's a person, and the person was actually doing, I mean, it was a very small screen, but doing a decent impression of me. And the fact that he was being sweet to Cat G, who obviously is so sweet, and going through shit, and flirting with Rhoda.
What?
It was.
Why are you telling Wes that she's going through shit? Does he know that? Does she want anyone else except you? Like what? Like, why are you sharing other people's shit all the time?
Almost worse, Wes, than if he was insulting me and or trying to ruin my rep. It was somehow worse.
G'day, John R.
Well, what did he
banned him, but
what did he say? That was so much like you.
Well, at first, actually, he said, "Oh, Kat, I'm glad to hear things are going better for you. I've been worried." And I'm like, ah. And then Rhoda's got my back, and she goes, "My heart belongs to Jorrun." I'm like, ah. But Chef said that it was quickly obvious that he wasn't me. Because, again, it was just a quick screenshot. He goes, the guy was trying to flirt, but with him it came off as creepy. He said that the guy just didn't have my charm.
No, it never comes off as creepy when Jorrun flirts, so I understand what he's saying.
Which, to me, strikes me as a very Vince type of thing.
Yeah.
Because, there is an art to what I do, if I say so myself. And part of it is very much, noticing how the girl goes.
Mm-hmm.
With Rhoda, it's always the rose kiss smiley back at me. It's always reciprocated. Even Scarlett, who is a little bit more, Scarlett gets drunk and then you get to see the real Scarlett, and it is into me.
Oh, dude, like this is just, like, these are just quotes from Lorne. Like, the rose kiss smiley, these are just quotes that we all say to each other from Lorne's fucking chat log, you dickhead. Like, how can you think that that's flirting with you?
I don't mind saying that because there are plenty of receipts, to steal your word, on my videos to prove such.
Yeah, no, receipts.
I can laugh a little bit.
Receipts.
Receipts. I'm not quite as good with receipts as you are, but I do follow my tracks fairly well. There's room to grow up. But, I am beloved, and I've seen recently, particularly when I reach out to some people, that I am highly esteemed, which touches my heart. really does. But so where I'm at right now is I'll just say quick. The 3 or 4 thoughts that come to my head is, one, I trust no one new. All my DMs are fucking closed and locked down, probably never come back. And I am worried about waking up and seeing more shitty comments. Somebody actually created a Jorrun comedy channel with my profile pic. I'm
That's
like,
pretty funny.
YouTube, step up your game because you're fucking shit.
Well, I mean, that's there's nothing illegal about that. I mean, look up Tiffany Lockhart. There's multiple channels called Tiffany Lockhart. That's not actually your channel name. It's it's a IP address. If you look at your actual channel URL, that's your channel name. Because you could change your name to something else. You know what I mean? So
you need to know how to block that shit.
And yeah, then the picture. Yeah, and the picture too. They're not going to do anything. I mean, because people have fan accounts and use Chris Hansen's picture.
Yeah. But like, for instance, I was having a magnificent conversation with this black chick from Cali. She seemed amazing. And now I'm like, okay, 5 minutes from now, is she going to go, ta-da!
Here's my black dick.
It's my black dick. It's bigger than yours. And you're this terrible person, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to tell everyone, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. I don't want to be like having one eye open and not feel like I can, like, I don't feel like I can go to a stream now. I'm worried about streaming on my own fucking channel, although the girls did come through for me very nicely.
Well, I mean,
the moderate.
Like I said, I really
fun out of this shit.
I really think you kind of have a choice. You know, are you just either wait, and then wait for it to happen, and then respond, or say just yeah. And it's I don't know how that would look or how that would work. I really don't. I just know that in most cases, when you're dealing with PR, because I did manage PR, along with marketing, and with PR, the preemptive strike is they always want to strike first. So that they get the first word in, because after you get the first word in, then it's everyone else's. It's everyone else's job to. Now they have a narrative that they have to go off of and prove that's wrong.
Yeah.
But once they say something or put something out, then you're trying to defend yourself.
Shit. I don't know, Wes. I can't see myself. This might be the wrong thought. I can't see myself doing a very serious video where I go, these were the allegations, this is what happened, da 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 da. Not that I.
If you're saying you can't do it serious, then do it funny, or don't do it at all. It's really up to you.
I have a feeling I'm either going to not do anything or I'm going to withdraw from YouTube, and I really hate the idea of retreating from YouTube because I've loved it so much. Although I'm very, very glad I did not link my singing channel, which brings me so much happiness. I don't want shit following me there.
Yeah.
I don't know, kid. I am.
Well, Jorrun.
Thank you for talking to me.
Oh, no worries, man.
Shit. I mean, you were docked. That's a real problem. I know. In comparison.
No, I don't know. I was doxxed, but it was my face and my name. I think my dick in my face would be worse.
Oh, great.
I'm being honest though. Like I would much rather have my name and face doxxed than my dick and face, because that means I sent that person my dick. And even though it happens, it's just And then if you're saying was it like bad lighting? Was that the issue, or?
What do you mean?
You said it was an unflattering picture.
Oh yeah.
So just shitty lighting. Maybe no one
get it real big. No, it's small.
Oh well, I mean you sent several, so I'm sure the other ones were fine.
Yeah, I just sent a couple.
Yeah. So I mean, whatever. Everyone has everyone. I don't know. I don't really know. don't really know. I'm
I
kinda,
appreciate what you were trying to do.
yeah, I don't really know what to say there, dude. But
Nothing you can
if
say.
there's one takeaway, don't send face pics.
Wow.
Wow.
Don't do that. Yeah, your face
don't
is
know. I've
on
been
your
on-
videos, and that is fine. But you can't
Yeah.
send a face pic with a dick pic. You just can't do that.
Yeah. Even if there's a lot of text in between.
No, not. I mean, now if you had gotten onto, if you had gone on like a Facebook call or Skype or something like that, and had a conversation and saw that this person was real and everything like that, and then she's sending you pictures and then it's a different story. But you can't do that. You can't do that first. And then if they're pushing for one specific thing like that, I mean, that's like what they do to what they do to Lorne.
Wow. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I just say get some sleep, and hopefully tomorrow it blows over.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right, dude.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, let me know if anything else comes up. I'll let you know if I see any bullshit come my way too.
All right, man. Appreciate it, brother.
No worries.
Sleep. Wow. Bye.
Oh no, I was on mute that whole time. That is awful. What I was saying is that so the next stream we'll do is call one of the apology series really. So this was the prequel, and call one is a very different tone because Wes, all of us or us in between listens to the stuff from Mac and Cheese and that kind of stuff, and yeah, he's not as happy. So we're going to wrap it up there. As I said at the start, we are going to start all of our Jorrun streams with a shitty cover from Jorrun and an excellent cover from an actual fantastic cover band. So this is one of my favorite songs ever, done by one of my favorite cover bands. So enjoy, everyone, and see you again soon. Bye, guys.
We skip a line, fandango, turn cartwheels across the floor. I was feeling kind